I was just planning on dropping my daughter off at the school and then catching my normal train into the city. But as it would turn out, Morgan insisted that I bring her into her classroom. So I walked her into the building, and as we sat and played at the sand table, I glanced at my watch and I noticed that I had missed my train into the city. Eventually, I did make it to the train station about 8:30 in the morning, and while I was waiting for the next New York-bound train, an announcement came over the overhead that due to a plane crashing into the building, there would be delays on all New York-bound trains. So, at first I was thinking it was either one of those small commuter planes or perhaps a tourist helicopter. After they announced the trains would be delayed, I went home, turned on the TV, and it was just in time to watch the second plane strike the building. My wife always says that she was thankful that I was not in the city on September 11, 2001, because she knows that even if I had survived the initial attack, I would have been running into the building to help others evacuate. Prior to working in the city, I was an EMT in New Jersey, and I rode with a heavy rescue company. So I just had that nature of wanting to help in times of crisis. My office building was directly across from the World Trade Center. And although the building was damaged in the attack, they did eventually let us back in to the building. And from my office, there was always the constant hum of jackhammers or construction equipment in the background. But at times, the site would go totally silent. And those were the most difficult times. You would look out the window and you would see all of the men and women who were working on the pile and first responders line this ramp that led out of the pit. And they would stand there in silence as a flag-draped stretcher would bring a victim up to a waiting ambulance. So that took a very tough emotional toll on me and my co-workers. It also gave me kind of pause to say I really need to re-enlist as a first responder. So eventually I did go back and I joined a local fire department where I now serve as a captain in Union County. 412 first responders lost their lives that day. Many, many years ago, 50 years ago, when 911 was created, was an AT&T service. And we've been able to support and serve the first responder community over those 50 years. This is the next chapter of that evolution. This isn't about network and spectrum and those type of items. This is just the right thing to be doing for our company, for our first responders, and for our country.